Morning, guys. It is morning. It's 7 a.m. And I'm back. I'm back for now. Anyways, I don't really know. My coffee away. I don't have a specific topic today. But I guess we start off with the coffee. And we're lucky because it's a Timmy's this morning, which is perfect. So it's a good day so far. Something to look forward to in February. 13 days to The Walking Dead. Oh, but speaking of Walking Dead and TV shows, I have got to tell you, I am over the moon on this one. Years and years ago, I used to absolutely, you have TV nights and whatever. Well, we used to watch The X-Files. And I absolutely love The X-Files. I watched it from start to finish, never missed an episode, cried on the last episode when it was over. And all of a sudden we get this thing on the news, well, I guess it was like the news for me, that January 24th will be The X-Files. They're back! Oh my god. I'm hooked. I'm gonna be watching this now like you have no idea. It was the awesomest thing ever to watch Scully and Mulder. If anybody doesn't know what The X-Files is and what I'm talking about, well, you're missing an awesome show. It's not just about aliens, it's about all kinds of weird government conspiracies and there's folklore, there's, disappearances, there's whatever, and they try to, one of the guys, Mulder, which is all about aliens, because his sister was abducted when they were little, at least that's what they think, and then, Scully is like the doctor/scientist that they bring in to debunk what he sort of interprets everything to be. So it's quite interesting. And at the end of the season, I won't say too much in case you guys haven't seen the original episode. It's on Netflix right now if you want to get caught up and watch what happened 13 years ago, because really they just continued on now 13 years from then. So I'm excited. Now I just wish the Fear of the Walking Dead would come back on, and then obviously The Walking Dead, and then we'll be good to go. And my shirt, people, words to live by. I told you this before. This was sent to me. I don't know who sent it to me. I'm very, very thankful to whoever sent it to me. Anybody, I love these kind of t-shirts, as long as you don't give me one that says you're with stupid or something like that. I don't want those. I like funny ones. I like quirky, weird, humored ones, that kind of thing. So anyways, if anybody just saw my video, I did the update on the bath bombs. I'm really still completely perplexed about that, because I just found I have a little bucket here, basket of stuff. Plus, I found some more bombs that I've left them out. There's nothing going on with this. This is the leftover, another bling bomb, but it's a mango papaya. There's a tiny bit of I don't know if you would call that a crack, but it's a line. Yeah, I tried to, like I said in the other video, I tried to do an old recipe with, hold on. I tried to do a recipe with using clay in place of the cream of tartar, because I know everybody says, oh, clay makes your bombs hard, the whole bit, and it does, but it has a very strange, it just makes them crack. This was a bomb that I did last year or the year before. Did I have Etsy? Yeah, well, whenever I opened my Etsy store, this was like the first few bombs I made. I don't know if you can see it. It's colored in mica, so it's actually pink and yellow, and I know you can just barely see the white or barely see the pink, but that was a really cool thing about mica. When you put it in the water, all of a sudden the foam turns those colors, so you see the pink and the yellow. But these have a very chalky texture, so there wasn't a lot of oil in these. But when you're doing your bombs, like you see this one, this was from the molding video that I did. It's very smooth. You shouldn't have that powdery, scrape residue on a bomb. You might get a little bit of I don't know how you can explain it. Like if I do this, and then you see my hands, can you see that? How it's little tiny granules of sand. That's okay. This one I don't think does it as much, or does it? Yeah, not so much. That's okay if you have that. You just don't want to be able to do this to your bomb. You don't want it, well, this one's actually harder than it should be. You don't want it to powder off, I don't know, I probably don't even have one to show you. Oh, there's another, that's the other one. This is the same idea as a pink one, but this was blue and white. So I have some really old bombs, and I'm talking old from from before, and this one's probably, yeah, you can see it. It's very, the outside is sort of soft. You push it, it's powdery. You don't want your bombs like that, and that's usually caused from lack of oil. Like, not quite enough oil. It doesn't have anything to do with your hazel. And like this one, not that I'm trying to show products here, I'm just trying to give you an example. This is one that I used to make. It's called a foaming Dead Sea Salt foaming bath bomb, and this is made with this is actually made with cocoa butter, melted cocoa butter, all kinds of different sea salts, dendritic salt. Maybe I can read what it says without my glasses on. Probably not. Sweet almond oil, witch hazel, mica. Yeah, it's basically baking soda, citric acid, cornstarch, dendritic salt, Dead Sea salt, sweet almond oil, witch hazel, and mica. It was a very nice pink. If you notice with salts, they sort of change the color sometimes. But this is a 2-year-old bomb. It's actually starting to split out like it's shrink wrapped, but it's actually starting to pop through. See, now this won't be super powdery because of the amount of cocoa butter. And that's a sinker, by the way. So, just so you know, like even these ones, these were the mini versions of them. I can show you. They will not have that dry powdery thing. But anyways, besides that, I got my bomb in here too. What's this one? Allspice. Oh, I have an allspice left. That one's mine. Yeah, I was fighting with that too, the packaging. I went and bought a whole crap load of, this is how I originally decided to do my bombs. Not my jewelry ones, just my bombs, right? I think they're cute, but what I try to do is I will match the wick. I think I've told you guys this before. I try to match the wick, and now I put a ribbon on it to match what color the bomb is in here. But I went and got the bright idea to buy a stack of a whole bunch of different colors of tissue paper. So I did a sample, and I did one in blue, and it just doesn't go. I mean, it's kind of cute, but it's not really what I had envisioned for my bombs. So I'm fighting with, because I have a stack of black tissue that honest to God's about that thick, and it's about this wide, so it's like this. And it was like $40, which is not bad really. I've seen them go away from way more money. But so I'm like, okay, great. And I bought boxes, and I told you guys that. So, and I've got like 1,000 different colored what are these, pipe cleaners and ribbons, because I want to do the matching. Like if I wrapped this, since it's like a peach and white, I would shrink wrap it, and then I would ribbon it with either a peach, well, probably a peach ribbon, and then that would be it. Or I was going to put it in tissue, which would have been peach tissue with white ribbon, you know what I'm saying? So that's my dilemma, but I'm thinking what I'm going to do is, because I make this size too, and I have those, what do you call it, boxes? They're like bakery boxes with the window in the front. So I thought it would be really cool to wrap this sizes with tissue like candy, and I'll match the colors to the bombs, and then it'll be like a sample bakery pack, like a baker's dozen. Half a dozen, because you're not going to get 12 in there. But it would be like a baker's half dozen kind of sampling of the bombs, which I thought that might kind of work. I don't know how that would go. Or, make a little gift pack. I didn't really do a lot for Valentine's this year. There wasn't much point since I don't have stuff in the store anymore. Still haven't talked to her. She still hasn't messaged me. And she seems to conveniently not be there, so I don't know if I write off the product or what. I don't even know if I had anything left, but I think she owes me money. That's the thing. That's what kind of bothers me, so, and I don't know. It's a pain. It's pain. So, people, remember how I was going to do the thing for what we're going to do this week? Contemplating on 2 things. I don't know if I'm going to do it because I'm trying to think what I need. I was thinking originally of doing the Body Buff, which is my, it's like a whipped soap salt scrub for the shower. It's really, I absolutely love it. It's fantastic. And I sent it away when I did the contest thing, and they both really liked it. So I was contemplating on that. Or what I thought I might do, which is easier and probably everybody has or can easily get, was I was going to do salt scrubs. Partially because I need them for me personally. And I don't make stuff like that unless it's to order, like if someone says I want a salt scrub. So I'm thinking that's what I'll do. So it's not going to be this big, huge, elaborate production, but I'm going to do a salt scrub. That's, you guys saw here right now, I'm going to do a salt scrub. Normally, if you're doing it for sale, you would put a preservative in it. I don't. And the reason I say that I don't is because when I used to sell it, and when I use it myself, I have it in those little jars. I think I showed you, the same as the Body Buff. I put it in that, or a glass jar. But I give it to them with another little jar and a scoop. So I know it seems like a lot of work, but ideally what you do is you take out your amount of what you need for the bath, shower. You put it in that little plastic container that comes with it, and they take that into the shower. So you only have that little tiny batch that you're using, which is usually you use the whole thing anyway. And that way you're not contaminating the big salt scrub. And I mean, most people don't keep it on the side of the tub. I know some people do, but it's usually got a lid, so it's... I know it's a really touchy subject, but a lot of people I know, they don't follow directions anyway, so it is good to put a preservative in it. But when I do this little demo, I'm just telling you guys now, heads up, I'm making the salt scrubs for myself. So, there's not going to be any preservatives in anything, okay? What else do we want to talk about? Anything? Did you guys want to ask anything? I know I said a while ago that I had a little bit of the downs, the sads, or whatever, because of the weather. We had, I think, 2 days of snow, and it was like maybe a dusting, enough that you had to shovel the driveway once. The second time, we just had to scrape the windows. Outside right now, it's actually like spring. I mean, there's birds, there's no snow, it's been raining, it's been this, hey, I made those bombs and it was raining yesterday. That could have something to do with it too. Just that, anyways, so yeah, so it's not so much the weather that has me down, it's just, like I said, it was Christmas letdown. And my sister gets it, she doesn't have depression, nothing like that. I know a lot of people that get it, it's like a crash after any type of big event. You kind of come home and go, oh, yay, it's over. It's not so much a depression. Not to say that I don't have that, and I don't have other anxiety issues or whatnot, because that I do. Other days, you would never know. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't flare up. Other than some days, I'll cry when someone, you know, looks at me funny. It's so unpredictable. But the last couple days have been fine. I've been fine. Weather's sort of starting to come up. Looking forward to The Walking Dead. That helps quite a bit. So... and guess who's on the floor, which I won't pick up because... right, Fury? I won't do it. So, anyways, I wish I could talk about more, but I really wasn't prepared to actually come on and do a coffee chat. I only had planned on doing the bomb update. But this is it. I'll slowly get back into the swing of it again, guys, and I will try to do this more regular. And if you guys have any suggestions or whatnot, let me know. And for the record, you know I won't be posting coffee chats in the group. Coffee chats will be on YouTube. So if you want to see them or you've seen them or whatever, you can just subscribe, hit like. Please hit like. It helps. I'm surprised actually at how many people are actually watching my videos, which is really nice. That actually touches my heart quite a bit. But yeah, don't forget to hit that like button. And leave the comments. I love reading comments. And if you guys want to hear something, or maybe have a topic, or you guys have a topic of your own that we could talk about that maybe you would like me to touch on, you know how that works. Anything like that. Just down there in the comment section, or if you're on another app, it'll be over there on that side on the section. So, or maybe it's this side, depending on how you're looking at the video. It'll be this side, or down there. It says comments, and please, I love comments. I love reading them, because if you guys aren't going to see me on Facebook doing this, it'll just be YouTube. So, throw those comments at me. Questions, suggestions, you name it. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Guys, cheers, have an awesome day. Wicked, wicked good, and we'll talk to you really soon.